Hi folks, Chris Voss here from thechrisvossshow.com, thechrisvossshow.com. Coming to the blog post, I want to take a review with you and of course review the latest in social media and technology. And we've been reviewing lately a lot of business travel bags, great for some of the speaking gigs I go on. And this is from saddlebackleather.com, saddlebackleather.com. This is going to be a mind-blowing review that you're going to see, probably the first and last bag that you would ever need to buy in your lifetime, and we'll talk about that here in a second and why. But before we do, we not only have one of their large briefcase bags that we'll talk about, but we also have one of their cool leather iPad 2, 3, and 4 cases. So this will work for any of the devices. And it's a beautiful leather iPad case that we'll be reviewing separately on a separate video. Each of these will be on 2 different videos. We're going to be giving this away for 30 days. We'll be doing a drawing, and you can enter every day by tweeting out a message that we have on the chrisvossshow.com. You can go to the applicable blog posts on these. You can find them below the video, and you can enter every day to win one of these. Now, it's a $111 value. It's an incredibly beautiful and well-built device, and so you'll definitely want to enter into the drawing for that so you can get it. We're going to be doing a 30-day drawing on that, so be sure to go to the chrisvossshow.com and enter every day so that you can take advantage of possibly winning that. So, the saddlebackleather.com, this is freaking amazing. Now, this bag is all handmade. All their products are handmade, and with the finest quality leather and everything else. They actually give a 100-year guarantee, 100-year warranty that this thing will survive for 100 years without defect of the product. Now, if you abuse it in the wrong way, that might be a different story. You drag it behind a car or something. But this thing will survive a 100-year warranty. They feel that it's built that well. In fact, it's kind of funny. Dave Munson, the president, has on his card, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but he has a saying, "They'll fight over it when you're dead." So, according to their website, if you have this bag and your relatives, your people that inherit this bag from you, after they fight over it when you're dead, if they have a defect that they find in it, they can go to the Saddleback Leather Company and get it fixed. So an amazingly stand behind the quality product that they have there. It's 100% thick, full grain boot leather, but thicker, no breakable parts, industrial marine grade thread, hidden polyester reinforcing straps, rivet stresses, and all the stress points. Quickly converts into a backpack, and it has beautiful pigskin lining. We're going to show this thing to you. It's the last briefcase you'll ever need. And then we'll also get into the iPad leather case. Now, the iPad leather case we have here is a dark coffee brown with pigskin interior iPad leather case with this classic briefcase we have. It's called their classic briefcase with tobacco brown. It's a large size with pigskin. So we'll get into the individual reviews of each of these and check it out. Really going to be excited to share some of the really cool things with you about this bags, so be sure to check into it. Okay, so let's review the Saddleback Leather Classic Briefcase bag. Shadow, who's a granddaughter of a retired racer from Alaska. Shadow, can we have the bag, please? Shadow? Hey, Shadow, can we have the bag? Oh, thanks, love. Oh, there you go. All right, so we're already breaking it in, and looks like somebody's already fallen in love with it. Okay, so let's get into the bag and what it's about. Now, this is their classic briefcase, they call it. Comes in several different sizes, colors, and lining. Let's take a look at it. Now, this is a large, and the color on this is a tobacco brown, and it has a pigskin lining to it. You can get this in carbon black, chestnut, dark coffee brown, and tobacco brown. You can also get this in sizes medium, large, and extra large. In the lining, you can get in pigskin or suede. Like I said, it has a 100-year warranty to it, which is really crazy. You'll be able to see why once you see the build of the bag and everything that goes into it. Now, when you do go to the website, you can see all the different brands or all the different products they take and make. They make belts, business accessories, business bags, casual bags, iPad accessories, luggage, wallets. Be sure to go to their website at saddlebackleather.com and see all the wonderful things that they build. Now, what they put into these bags is amazing. It's one of the reasons they can guarantee that your descendants who inherit the bag from you will be able to honor that 100-year guarantee. So what goes into these? Let's talk about that. The leather is only thick, full-grain leather that ages richly. It's not weak or genuine or bonded leather. It's full-grain leather. The tanning is expensive, fully tanned leather. It's not partially tanned, so it won't dry or crack in a few years on you. There's no breakable parts, no zippers, snaps, buttons, or any other breakable parts. Industrial thread. They use stout, thick, expensive industrial marine-grade UV-resistant thread for airbags, sails, and work boats. The seams are a few large pieces of leather with as few seams as possible instead of several small pieces sewn together. The more seams, the weaker the bag, they say. Now, you've probably seen different leather bags where they have a whole numerous cuts of 20 or 30 different pieces of leather and they're all sewn together. By making huge slabs or slices of leather and putting it all together in a massive piece like they've done, of course, keeps it to where it'll last and also help hold up that 100-year warranty. We'll show you that in a second, in a bit. The seams, let's see, hidden nylon reinforcing straps. The nylon straps sewn inside the parts of leather that get the stress. The nylon doesn't stretch. It's got rivets. Any place that can come apart or deals with high stress, they put rivets in here. Boom, boom, boom. You can see the corners here. They've got rivets. And everything they've used with these high-quality rivets to take and make sure that the stress points of the bag are completely covered. Suede or pigskin lining, you can choose between the two. The hardware is nickel-plated metal hardware, normally used for dog collars and horse tack. It's got thermal conductivity. This is pretty crazy. Leather's a great insulator for keeping cold in or out. And so they make this so that it's thermally conductive. There's some videos on the website that are crazy. I got to tell you, you got to see their videos, where they fill the bag with ice, literally with ice, and they leave it alone for several hours. They come back, the ice is still in it. It's almost like an ice chest. The dye has not run in any way, shape, or form because it's fully, it's fully cured. And I'm not sure what the right word is there, but it's done well. Let's put it that way. And the bag is totally survived the process of having ice put in it. There's actually another video we found where somebody actually took liquid nitrogen and they soaked the bag in liquid nitrogen. Now, the bag was dry at the time. They threw it off the top of a building. You can find this video on YouTube. It's insane. They threw it off a building, and literally the bag held itself into place. It survived all that. Now, the next thing they did was they took and they put it for like overnight underwater, so it was soaking in water. Then they used the stuff and they threw it off a building, and then it broke apart. So the key is, as long as it stays dry, it's definitely going to survive some incredibly crazy temperatures. And of course, it's waterproof too. It'll resist water in the way that the bag is made, and everything that goes into it, it resists water and should just come off. You shouldn't have any water being soaked into the bag. It converts to a backpack. It's got this great strap here that's pretty freaking awesome, and you can see there's two of these shoulder things behind it. It feels very comfortable in carrying. I was surprised at how lightweight it was, which really blew my mind. I thought it was going to be heavy, being leather and all, and it's actually really lightweight. Of course, until you put stuff in it, then you got to carry your gear. But we'll show you how this converts to a backpack here in a bit. It has a false bottom on it. The false bottom is a special way when you're traveling. You can hide your passport and your cash. So there's a false bottom in here that I guess that we're going to get to experience. Colors and textures, they selected the 3 or 4 that were available there. So really cool here. Let's take a look at some other elements of the bag. We'll take a look at the front. You can see here we've got 3 tie-down straps that we can tie this down. We've got these huge, very heavy-duty, well-made buckles. You've got one here, you've got one here, you got one here, you've got 3 of them. You can see they've got a really beautiful logo here on the front. I believe that's of their dog. I'm guessing, I can't really tell. So you've got a huge cut of leather. You can see here there's double stitching all around the outside. There's rivets at the key points. They're going to take a lot of pressure. Now, the bags all come with these little hooks that you can use. Now, this is a great gear bag if you're a photographer, a surveyor, anybody carrying gear. This is all gear that you can take and hook stuff to and be able to carry it around. We'll show you the bottom here in a second what that does. You can see here the beautiful lining on the inside of the pigskin lining. And so you can seal this down either with one strap or you can use all 3 straps. It's got a really heavy duty handle to it. It feels really comfortable in my hand, and it's very well cut, done, stitched, everything else. You can see here the cut of leather goes inside of the handle itself. It's got the rivets, of course, that are holding it down really well and making sure that it's going to last a long time for you. It also on the top has got this huge O-ring where you can take it, hang this from just about anything you want to take and hang it from. And of course, there's a rivet to support it, but you could hang this from, I don't know, a hotel room or a tree, whatever the case may be. So let's go ahead and spin this around. We're going to show you a little bit of what this means. Now, you will see stitching here. This is a stitching for an inside pocket that's in here, and you can see that they've stitched a outside pocket that you have here to be able to do stuff. Take a look at the way they've cut this, the way they've stitched it, and the way they've riveted it in. You've got an area here where you can hold this, hook whatever else you want up to it. You've got another hook here where you can put stuff on. This is a complete gear bag. If you're a cameraman, this is like a dream come true. So they've got rivets that are put in here. Now, the key portion of this bag is there's one cut of leather here. There's another cut of leather here. As you can see, it's cornered around. But this is all one piece from here to here, all through down to the bottom, and all throughout here. And of course, the stitching you're seeing there is another internal pocket. Once again, you see over here an outside pocket. So here, this is all one piece of leather, all one piece of leather, all one piece of leather, and in the back you have 2 more pieces of leather. So you're looking at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major pieces of leather all sewn together. And this is what makes it so they can give you the warranties that they do possible, because the less things you have to come apart, the better they're going to survive. I mean, like I say, they have a video where they fed this thing to an alligator, and it did well. So you can see they've got it stitched together really well in here with what they've done. You've got the pockets. You've, of course, got more hooks on the back here. Now, let's also show you, it comes with, of course, the strap. These are not cheap hooks. These are not cheap metal. You can see here they've got a thing where you can unscrew it. It pops off. You can easily get it removed. And, of course, they've got copper rivets or whatever these are, the rivets that are in here, the metal rivets. Not sure if they're really copper, so don't quote me on that. But you can see here the strap is made of really high-grade leather, and it's very thick, and the stitching is really good. You can see here on the shoulder pads, there's some padding that they've got in here. The cut of the leather is really great. Stitching is awesome. You can see how that feeds through. Now you can pull these out if you want to. You can see here you've got 2 of these, and we'll show you how to get in and out of that. Now, the cool thing that it also has with the strap, as we flip this around for you, is you can see here you've got an adjustable portion to the strap. So you've got a huge amount of space from here all the way down where you've got buttonholes to take and adjust this depending upon how tall you are, how you want to carry the bag. Pretty freaking awesome. You've got 2 different areas to hold it down so this doesn't fly away from you and have this big thing sticking out. So huge adjustable strap that you can take and do with the back. And of course, we'll show you in a bit how this turns into a backpack. Now, on the back, once again, we've got 1 piece of leather here and different rivets to hold in the stress points up here top also. And then, of course, inside the bag, this whole piece that comes over the top is all 1 piece of leather, this piece right in here that sits in behind this pocket. So you've got a huge pocket where you can put all sorts of stuff in here. And then, of course, the straps go all the way around. Now, this is one of the cool things that I want to show you. The straps go all the way around, so what you can do is you can strap in here tripods, survey equipment, just about anything you could possibly think of that you may want to put in here that's maybe tall and long. This is an awesome freaking gig bag. Just incredible. You could put just about all sorts of long things through here, and of course you can strap them down through the front and be able to carry just all your gear. And of course you can see here you've got these great hooks that you can attach stuff to. So awesome setup there. Let's go ahead and flip this around to the right side. It came with the Came with a little key fob that came out of it. I don't know, you could use this for your keys if you really wanted to. And then there's a little hook. This is something that was inside the bag that goes inside up in here. And of course you could use that for something if you really wanted to. And of course you might have just a nice key fob for your keys there. You can of course see the hook and pockets and everything that we have on the right side of the bag. Okay, so now here what I want to do is I want to show you the beautiful pigskin interior and underneath of the bag itself. You can see the stitching, and of course riveted in is the bar that holds up the handle, gives it added support, make sure it's not going to tear loose from the leather, and going to be able to give you the high quality and years of beating that you're probably going to do to this poor bag and put it through. Everyone who's written me so far that have seen the pre-post we put on has talked about just how much more beautiful these bags become as they age and they get worn. And of course that's the wonderful thing about leather. Now I mentioned we have a little hook that's in here that you can use to hook stuff with. Let's take a look at the interior of the bag so that you can take a seat here. And we're going to be playing with this and showing you how much stuff you can put in here. And I believe this is the false bottom flap that they were talking about on the website. I assume that that's what it is, but it's basically a full piece of leather here in the bottom that you can take and fold down. When you fold down, it looks like there's a whole bottom in here, and then of course when you throw stuff on top of it, no one would be the wiser. So I believe that's the false bottom they talked about. So you've got that's down in here, and of course you don't have to use it if you don't want to. You've got a huge area, of course, here to put stuff. You've got, in this area, some pockets where you can put stuff. They're double stitched too, which is really great. Some other pockets, there's some side pockets here, and there's another side pocket up here. Huge area where you can take and put stuff. It's almost more beautiful on the inside. The way it's built, the way it feels, and of course on the inside here you've got the pig skin that's here. So you got the beautiful pig skin here, and then also on your back piece. Just really high grade, high quality stuff that they've put into this bag. Okay, so what we've done is we've kind of gigged the bag out a little bit, if you will, and we tried to max it out and see what we can do. Of course, we could use a whole lot more hooks. We're showing here how you can take and use something like a camera stand to be able to run through the bottom of here. Of course, you can run multiple things through the bottom with the hooks and everything else you've got going on. But you can see here we've maxed the bag out. We even hung some stuff off the side here. But we maxed the bag out pretty much with what it can carry on the inside. You've got some external pockets you could still use. But we maxed the bag out on the inside. We've even kind of pushed it all the way down to its last hook. So let's see what we're able to get in the bag and everything else. And after it's been sitting for a little while, there's probably more we could get in. But let's take a look at what we got into the bag here. We basically took some towels just to simulate stuff, and wow, you can still kind of put some different things here in the ends and stuff. But we took some towels out. Let's see how many towels we got here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, let's see if we can get that all in the shot. Basically, we got 4 big folded towels into this bag. Now, this is basically a business briefcase. It's not designed as for luggage. They, of course, make luggage that you can take and do. But you can imagine you're going to get 2 or 3 different laptops, iPads, iPhones, whatever the case may be that you have for different electronics, business briefs, business files, everything else. Great briefcase for a lawyer with all the files they have to carry around. But you see here, we got a lot of stuff in that bag. Crazy, huh? Okay, so one of the things we're going to show you, of course, this briefcase. You've got the great handle that's here. You've got the great shoulder strap with 2 pads. It feels very comfortable. I am, once again, like I said, really amazed as to how light the bag actually feels. I thought it would be much heavier on its own, but it's really, really nice and impressive. Everyone that's seen it so far from the office has been impressed. Now, what we're going to do is show you how this also converts into a backpack. Dave, the president of Saddleback Leather Company, he's traveled all around the world with these things, lived in hostels and done different things in world travel that are just crazy. And so he's made it so that not only will these things take the endurance and beating, but they'll also be handy being able to get you around the world. So we're going to try and do this. I've watched the videos a couple times. You basically take the hooks that are on the side of the bag that normally would use to strap over your shoulder. You screw them down and in, and then what you do is you take the other one. There's a buckle on this part, so you can't wrap it up through here. So you take the one that will wrap through here. You slide through the one shoulder strap, and of course this is a brand new bag, so it still needs some working in the leather put through it, but looks like we're doing okay there. Alright, so the strap comes through, and what you're going to have is you'll take this thing, I think I'm doing this the right way, you'll take this thing and hook it right down here on this bottom part, screw that into place, and literally, check that out, is that amazing? You have a backpack, and of course you can adjust the strap here, but you basically have a backpack where you can hold this on your back and hold these straps over your shoulders, and away you go. Your bag is a backpack, and you can travel anywhere you need to go. If you're wandering through airports, you're wandering through bus stops, basically cruising the world. I mean, this is perfect for a world traveler because you can use it as a backpack, you can use it as a shoulder strap. You've got the handle, of course, here. Everything is heavy duty. Okay, so in the end, we're super impressed with the bag. I mean, I think we're beyond super impressed with the bag. It's an awesome, incredibly loving and caringly built bag. It's one of those products that someone decided to make, and they put as much love and care into it, the workmanship and everything else. It's a premium build with full cut leather that you're just not going to get anyplace else. What's funny is they even advertise on their site their competitors, and they encourage you to shop around so that you can really do the study at finding how high quality this bag is, and we're super impressed. So be sure to check it out. This is the business briefcase, the classic briefcase in their business section. Be sure to check out all the other products they have on the saddlebackleather.com website. Tell them Chris Voss sent you. Chris Voss tested, Chris Voss approved. And this thing's awesome. In fact, if you see me at gigs, you see me traveling at seminars, you'll be seeing me with this bag from here on out. So be sure to give a look and say, hey Chris, show me your Saddleback leather bag when we're out on tour. Now, be sure to check in every day and tweet out stuff so that you can get a hold of this very sweet iPad case that we've got from them. We'll be reviewing this on a separate video, so be sure to go to that video and search for it on the chrisvossshow.com or YouTube channel so you can get a chance to win one of these. It has all the wonderful quality. Of course, they build into these beautiful briefcases and luggage bags that they have. Check out their luggage line, too. Their luggage line is crazy. In fact, we asked for them to send us some, and they said they were sold out. So, or low on inventory, I think is what they said. So that's a really good sign they're a popular bag. Since posting this on social media, we've had a ton of people tell us about the wallets they have, the bags they have, the luggage they have from these guys. Just been blown away. Everyone's been keeping this little secret from me. And so people just love it, and people were just crazy about it. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and break this baby in. We're probably going to share with Shadow, as you'll see here at the end of our video. Go to Saddleback.com. Tell him Chris Voss sent you. Say hello to Dave, the president. Seems like an awesome guy, and a guy who really cares and builds quality products. Quality products, the kind you don't see anymore. One thing I'd like to say, if Steve Jobs built leather bags, he would build Saddleback leather bags. That's all I have to say. Thanks for coming by the chrisvossshow.com. Be sure to check back off. Okay, so let's review the Saddleback leather bag. And looks like we're already breaking it in. It's found a new friend. Shao, can we borrow your bag for a second? Shao, can we borrow your bag? Huh? No? Okay. Well...